Today I was very short on time, so this session had to be really quick. On top of that, the gym was somewhat busy, so I had to adapt and start with the lower body part of the session first. I wanted to start with the upper body simply because the exercises I was going to perform were kind of tough. I was going to do tuck rows and also eccentrics on the handstand push-ups. But because that area was really busy when I arrived, they were running a class on the open plan part of the gym, and so there was really no space for me to go. I went over here and I was doing a couple of sets of the Bulgarian split squats superset with some wrist work, which was going to come in handy for just warming up the wrists in preparation for the handstand work. So after a quick warm up with a set of bodyweight only, 10 reps each leg, and then also a set of about 10 reps each with the two 8-kilo dumbbells, I was ready to go into the working sets. I was using again 14 kilos, and I'm pushing these towards 10 repetitions each for 3 sets. I was doing 10 on each leg for 2 sets here, but because I was a bit short on time, I decided to stick with just 2 sets. In between, I was doing the usual stuff on the wrist curls, trying to use a different position for my pronated ones because I want to avoid putting too much pressure on the forearm muscle with my knees, but I wasn't really able to find anything that was very suitable, that was also different from what I've been doing up until now, so I had to settle for what I am usually doing. But my forearms were definitely warm and my wrists were full of blood, to the point that I was maybe even a tiny bit fatigued and I wasn't really able to get as many repetitions as I would have liked. Also, because I was going for 2 sets only on the tuck rows, I was really hoping to get something like 8 reps in the first set and maybe 7 in the second one, but I only got 6 in each set before I started feeling like my low back was kind of collapsing. And when I'm looking at these handstands eccentrics from the side, fortunately I wasn't really able to get my whole body in the frame, but I'm also seeing that the descent here is somewhat vertical, maybe a bit too vertical. I would like to lean forward a bit more. That way I should be loading the shoulders a bit more and have them contribute much more intensely to controlling the eccentric. What I'm seeing now here, and I'm performing reps of 1 every minute on the minute, so I was doing 2 sets of 3 reps in between the tuck rows sets. I think that I could do a better job at letting myself go forward a bit, because sometimes I am maybe a bit scared to go down too quickly, but I didn't really feel any discomfort in the shoulder, and that is a good sign that I really should trust myself a bit more, and I think I have enough strength to be doing 1 repetition every minute for just 3 total reps. But anyways, this was the second set on the tuck rows, and then this area was cleared, so I moved over there, and I was doing another set of 3 reps every minute on the minute. In the first set of the eccentrics for the handstand push-up, I wasn't doing that great of a job, but in this one here, I'm noticing that I'm leaning forward a bit more. I was probably feeling a bit more confident, and the turf is not the best terrain to be placing my hands. I'm not really, it is grippy, but it's giving me a funny sensation in my palms. Just a little anecdote. While I'm looking at these from the side, which is something that I always like to record, is I'm noticing a much bigger improvement from what I was doing in the first set. Probably I was even warmer, and because the tuck rows aren't really taking much away from my ability to push, I was able to get a few, but it wasn't that many, and at that point I was really running low on time, so I had to bounce. Ciao.